So before we get into the video, I just want to mention we got some new merch, the first official Super-ish Mario merchandise. Be sure to cop some before it's all gone. It's the famous 73 911E Targa, pop the top. They're going to be a limited quantity, so be sure to snag one, support your boys, and be sure to stay tuned in the rest of the video. So we're back at it again here at Pete's Custom Coach Building. They made major progress on Roman's 964 Turbo, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out. These guys are magicians here, so be sure to check them out as well. Let's go see how it came out. I'm pretty sure this was even less than a week. We got updates in less than a week, so this is a few days and they're already knocking it out. We got photos of the front fender first. And I mean, I was surprised that it turned out so well. That was a little bit easier compared to the quarter panel. And I was like, I don't know if they're gonna save the quarter panel. But a few days later, man, legit magicians. They put in some work. I mean, this thing looks pristine. It looks like factory, tiny bit of filler, make sure basically the panels look perfect. And it's gonna be some finishing and then some paint. So this thing is definitely coming out beautiful. Saving the original panels on a car like this is super important. These air-cooled Porsches, like they are, people are going to be, you know, definitely liking the work that went into it and seeing the actual restoration quality stuff. Another thing that we actually realized though when they dropped the motor is that the top end is going to have to get a little bit of a rebuild. They found a broken head stud, so that's something that's unexpected, but with buying a car that's unknown, you kind of run into something like this. So it's gonna be a little bit of time before replacement parts come in, but we're gonna know that we have a freshly sealed and rebuilt top end on this motor going forward. So making our way to the 964 turbo motor. So as you can see, the guy started tearing it apart, getting it down, checking some vital components, making sure that nothing else is messed up. And they're gonna be rebuilding it, waiting for the crucial parts to come in and kind of cleaning it up and making sure it's gonna be solid for putting right back in and continuing the progress of the car. It's gonna be really great to know that we got a freshly rebuilt motor. You can see the Turbski, you can see the nice exhaust, and it's just a solid, solid car, and it's gonna be in great hands for the remainder of this project. A lot of cool cars here at Pete's. So you got this 356 coupe up here on the lift. I know that this is a personal project of theirs as well here. There's some really cool covers that go on these wheels. The color, interior, and the exterior is flawless. It's gonna be a super sweet car, and I think a lot of people are gonna be talking about that one once it's complete. There's a convertible here, and I believe this is, I don't even want, I think it looks like some kind of Triumph or MB car. Alfa Romeo, that's what it is. So I'm not too familiar with those cars, but we're going into where a lot of the metalworking goes down here. You can see all the instruments that are needed to bend these panels, to shape these panels, to hammer them into shape and get the restoration process to the T. I mean, there's a few different panels here. A lot of stuff's getting set up and mocked for welding, a lot of fixturing. It looks super nice. I mean, this is pristine. There's no filler here. And a lot of these cars, you're not gonna find panels for them. You're simply not just gonna get something like this. You're gonna have to make it yourself. So there's a lot of artists that work here, which is pretty crazy. A lot of this old instruments that you don't see, or you have to basically find off another company that might be going out of business, or you know, a reseller. We're coming into here where a lot of the finishing, and I think they perform a lot of the mechanicals here as well, or actually in the first shop that we actually passed, and we actually passed a paint booth right over there. So everything they got here is in-house, which is pretty amazing when you're talking about lead times and getting a quality finish and quality products. So a lot of cool cars. We have Roman's 964 Turbo here. There's a really cool story on this car. There's just so much to talk about here in general. We got some 356 projects as well as G-body 911s. And then we have Pete's personal car here behind us. It's a really cool 912. Actually, it's the first car that I saw him driving at a car show, and it has all the right kind of feels to it. It has the patina, and you know, it's a driver car. You don't got to worry about, you know, getting a nick in the paint. You know, there's some tree little leaves and stuff on it. So he definitely drives his car. It sounds great, and yeah, it's just it's a great place to leave your Porsche in someone's good hands. So this place is cool. I'm definitely excited that, you know, we got a car here, and we hope to work with them a lot in the future as well. So guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit more progress on the 964 Turbo, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Pete's shop as well as all the beautiful work that him and his team are doing here. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check out the other air-cooled Porsche videos. We'll be sure to catch you next time. As always, be blessed and be superish.